welcome back. Thank you for watching us, and thank you for your support. I receive lots of messages from different countries, new viewers, and I really appreciate for your support because you share it with your friend. Thank you. So let's go and talk to a neuroscientist, psychiatrist, Dr. Mitra Khorramshadi from New York. And she is here so because we want to find out what's going on. Hello and welcome.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
How's New York? Still you have rain or you have better weather? Is good?
No, it was perfect. It was sunny and we had a good day.
Very good, very good. So we are going to talk about neuroscience and love. So
Yes, do you want to ask your questions?
It's so interesting. Every time I'm, watching new speech, new webinar, something about how our brain function and what's gonna happen in our brain when we are in love, we are fall in love, or after that, okay, we are fall in love. What's happened to our brain when we are in a state of love?
Beautiful. That's the better state ever.
Yeah.
And
If it's a real love, if it's a real love, if it's not like some people, they feel they are fall in love in 2 days or less, few hours. I heard a lot. Oh, I'm in fall in love in 2 hours, and the guy said, "Oh my God, this is my queen. I found it finally."
Interesting.
Brain, but come on, it's just attraction and sexual, physical. But we don't want to go there. We want to talk about this. We want to say, do we actually experience hormonal change in our brain or something physical change? What's going on in our brain?
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful question, actually.
Thank you.
It depends on at what age we fell in love and how deep that emotion. I have to tell you that love is the greatest emotion that everyone can experience. And when you are in the state of love, you have a colorful, beautiful, bright, point of views. Everything is kind of, exciting, and you do have full of energy. So life is much beautiful when you are in the state of love.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Please don't review for me now. Please go after it.
But I have to tell you that we do have a different state of love, and different type of the neuron are associated with the different type of the love that we are experiencing. When we are, 14, 15, 16 at teenage age, we are in charge of the mesolimbic system. We are in charge of the amygdala, hippocampus, thalamus, hypothalamus. All these, neurons get connected to each other, make a wiring. And then we feel that something going on differently in our life. Exactly the same scenario happening when we smoke something. Addiction and love does have the same circuit and same pattern, but the hormone changes is a little bit different. When we are in the state of love, in the mesolimbic system area activated, we do have a release of the oxytocin, we do have the release of the dopamine, we do have the release of the epinephrine and norepinephrine and serotonin. So it's a mixture, it's a combination, all of the hormones goes up elevated, and we do have a good feeling about the achievement. It's an achievement. Why? Because we connected to someone else. We can, communicate with someone else, and we are sharing our life, our personal information, to the state that, we get feeling better when that person is not around. We feel sick or we feel unhappy. So basically, yes, when we are at teenage age, we are, experiencing the mesolimbic area hormonal love. But if you get a little bit, elder, and then at age of, I don't know, 27, 30,
20, 30,
37,
25, 30.
yes, you feel it. I have to tell you that, prefrontal cortex will shape at age of the 23 and a little bit after that. So basically up to age 23, we call it as a, not mature prefrontal cortex and all the mesolimbic system area at a charge.
Right.
But when you pass the 23, sometimes some, psychiatrists, neurologists say 25. I'm not going to, talk about the differences and the different stages.
Yeah, because it's
but I'm
different for
sure
different people. It's a
Yes.
different age. It's not going to be exactly 25. Some people is 30.
Absolutely.
Some people is 25, 27, 24, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Some
So
people
when we
forever.
are in
It's not. Some people is
range
not coming forever.
So when we are in that range, we do have a better understanding about our relationship, better understanding about our, personal commitment and what is going on with our life after the falling in love. We do have better understanding to see that, what type of the person is in front of me, where I'm
Right.
standing, what is my demanding, and what I want from this relationship. Is this relationship is applying to my life, or helping me to move on my life, or just like a barrier for me. So basically at that age we do have insight, we do have consciousness, awareness, and we are making a decision based on the choices that we do have. On the time that we are teenage, mesolimbic system area is activated, amygdala is activated, everything is a kind of impulses that are sending to our brain and to our circulatory system. So we don't have that much choices, we don't have that much awareness and understanding that what's going on. So basically, yes, when we are in a state of the love, we do have hormonal changes, we do have the structural changes in our brain. As I already explained it to you, the neurons that fire together, wire together. When they are connecting to each other, they're making a new network. When you see someone new experiences, you do have the new network, yes.
Okay, what about elder? Something 40 to 50.
Anytime that you pass 23, 25, you do have fell in love, experiencing different love is a different stimulus for your brain. So
Exactly.
basically you need love. It doesn't matter what ages you are. It doesn't matter which status you are. You need love. Love makes you happier, better person. You are better functioner, better player in the society when you are in love.
I heard a lot from different people, you know, over 50, 55, 60. They said we fell in love few times, but now is different. Is it coming from maturity? I think we have a internet disconnection and the internet problem, and so you're coming back. Very good. Still we have a internet problem. So I'm repeating my question. Hopefully you can hear. I don't know you're here or not. Let me make sure, because all of our audience, during this quarantine time, unfortunately all internet companies, they have lots of issue and problem, and unfortunately 80% of time they cannot do anything, and they're just telling us yes, this is it, and we are coming. That's a problem in all of the nation, and everywhere they have an internet problem. So that's that's so sad. We are living in the United States, and every day I see lots of internet problem, and it's not fabric optic everywhere. Just maybe 10% of area they have a fabric optic. I want to make sure, Dr. Mitra is here or not. Could you please wave your hand? I want to make sure. Yes, live from New York. Welcome back.
Yes, hi again.
Because when you're sitting, something like you're freezing, but when you wave your hand, yes, it's live. So, my question was, some people older than 55, 60, when they are in love, new love, they fell in love, they say, wow, that's totally different. I was married couple times, but this is different. Oh my gosh. Is it coming from maturity, or is something about this, or what's happening in their brain?
Well, actually, at the time that you are in 56, you do have the better understanding. You do have. Do you hear me?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You do better understanding, and you do have the better appreciation. When you do have the better appreciation, you do have a gift which you can appreciate it more and more. At the age of 50, from the age of 16 or 17, appreciation is a big factor.
Okay, so it was a break is a internet issue, still is there, but we are going with the next question. I hope we can have you so let's go this way. Why we love someone with particular and different characteristics with us, is it totally different sometimes? And sometimes is it like a pattern?
That, absolutely. Yes, and absolutely. When as we are a child, we get connected to our caregiver, and it depends on how our caregiver acting with us. The primary caregiver is very important to later on in our life, that how I'm going to get attracted to someone else. If my giver is showing his face or has at the time that I need it, giving love and joy and happiness and security at the time that I need that, I'm looking for someone or some relationship that has the same characteristic. So sometimes we do have some assumption that this group of the people or that group of the people have the same character that I was experiencing at the time that I was a little. So basically, when you do have a relationship, your primary caregiver, that footstep when you get a little bit elder, when you are a teenager or when you are, an adult.
So as we know, most of the time, more than 95%, we are going to find the character. It's like one of our parents, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Correct.
And unfortunately, subconsciously, we are going to that side. It's with some behavior, our parents, mom or dad, which one they have a not nice and not good characters and behaviors. Usually we are going to find someone like that. So how our brain function and find and going to that way, because in normal, when you're asking someone, everybody said, no, I don't like my mom, but usually they are going to find some character like mom, or I don't like my dad because of this, and they are going to find someone exactly like their dad character. So why our brain is this much confused?
Subconsciously are following up the same footstep that you were interacting with your primary caregiver. It doesn't matter that, she was a very nice, caring, or she was a kind of, abusive person. You are following up the same footstep. So if you saying to yourself that, I'm going to find someone that's totally different from my dad, which was, the big abuser of my life, or I'm going to find a person opposite of my mom, which big abusive person in my life, subconsciously you are following up the same path. You have to have conscious, you have to have the awareness, you have to be able to understand that what is your weak points and where I'm standing, what I'm in this type of behavior. That's why majority of the time we are people, we are encouraging the people to go for a session, even be engaging to any type of the relationship, because we have to know what's going on in my soul. I have to find out what's going on for me at that point.
Okay, we receive a question in our app. So this is the most interesting questions. I have a few, but so this one asked me, is it true we are doing revenge?
You get disconnected. Is it true? What?
We doing a revenge, like a maybe her name is Nadia, and maybe subconsciously we revenge against our parents, and we are going to find the same character because of the revenge, or is it true?
Yes, that's the comfort area. This is a very comfort zone for anyone that goes the same path. So yes, it's very easy for us without using any type of the energy, without consuming any of the energy. We're gonna follow the same path. Yes, subconsciously we do have the comfort zone, and this comfort zone gave us the security. Low level of the anxiety and high level of the security. So that's why we are trying to stay in that zone. And it's very difficult to make a stretch out of that zone and see the other side of the box. So that's why we are trying to tell to all of your patients regarding that. It's better to start seeing yourself, to be aware about your conscience, and then make a decision. You have to know that who is the worst caregiver in your dad, mom, aunt, uncle, who was there, and then who and how you are situating the same person in a different level of your life. So we are substituting, the person. It doesn't matter that it's a good person, as long as we are, living in a comfort life.
So I know in psychology it makes sense, but most of people, when we explain this situation, they say it doesn't make sense. They said, "Oh, it doesn't make sense because when I don't like my dad because he's angry, he was, his character was so passive aggressive and abusing this and that, but every time I'm going to find a guy same like my dad, or when I'm finding any girlfriend and my ex-wife was like same character, new wife is the same character every time." So this is how is a comfort zone, because in normal we should be more in anxiety and stress. We is not more comfortable in that area. Maybe just our subconscious.
I
Okay.
understand what are you saying. I totally get your point. Yes, but I have to tell you that we do have the anxiety for unknown material. When something is a question mark for us, makes us angry. We are more comfortable with the noun situation. And when you, dealing with your parents, mom or dad, it doesn't matter, they are good or bad, they are known to you. And you do have the familiar understanding what's going on with this personality. So that's why this is going to be the low anxiety level when you are finding the same person because you are familiar with the pattern of the behavior. So yes, I understand it's a little bit complicated, but it's associated with the subconscious.
Okay, is it any way with the neuroplasticity something, do something, because it's not healthy to just, look the same pattern and do it, pick the wrong person again.
That's the very beautiful
Not the
point
wrong
that you
person,
mentioned.
wrong relationship, wrong, it's not a healthy relationship.
That's a beautiful point. Yes, we don't want to repeat and repeat our mistakes. We don't want to be in the same pattern of our mistakes. As we started at the age of the 15, and now I'm 40, 45. I have to have the same mistake and mistake and mistake. So yes, as you mentioned, this is not going to be very healthy. And the only way that we can change our neuroplasticity, the structure of the brain, is that to bring the different stimulus in our life. If you never ever run, go and buy a shoe and run for 2 days, 3 days in a week. If you never ever playing any instrumental music, go and find a classes and get engaged with activity. If you never ever with someone, find a partner and then do some kind of a new activity. Whatever makes a new activity for you makes your neuroplasticity changes in a better way that you want it. So basically, for all of the is that we are trying to make it different experiences in different stage of the life. This is the best explanation or the best strategy for having a better life, lower mistake. We have to decrease the level of the anxiety and bring the confidence level. When the confidence is high, we can make better decision. We are in the awareness mode, not stress mode.
Wow. Very good. Yes. Because I was review my last 5 years, especially last 2 years, and all transformation and everything, and yeah, exactly, it makes sense. I understand. So what happened after we separate? What are the stage of the separation? Did you hear me?
When you get separated, what's going to happen? All of the good hormones are disconnected. You had the oxytocin, you had the dopamine, you had the serotonin, you had a very good feeling. So all of them is going to be disconnected. And what's going to happen?
Right.
Sadness, loneliness, and all feeling comes in rush regarding that. You get overwhelmed all of this bad feeling and these bad hormones that comes to your mind and to your soul. So basically, I'm trying to explain to you that when we are in separation or the rejection state of our relationship, we are experiencing the most painful experience of the life. Pain as a physical stimuli. When you had a very big trauma accident, in a car accident, you had cut off your leg or leg, you do a lot of pain. Believe it or not, you have the same pain, same amount of pain with the same transportation of the neurotransmitter and translation of this pain in your brain system. So basically, we are in pain state when we are in the rejection or depression. And Kablas, one of the psychologists that were talking about the different stage of the rejection and separation. We get angry. We call it as a dabdo. Start different stages. The first stage is going to be the denial. I'm accept this. That I'm saying that no, it's not happening to me. So I'm in the denial state, saying that it's not for me, maybe for someone else, but not for me. And the second, stage is going to be the anger. I'm going to be very angry. I'm going to be very irritable, very upset about the situation that I'm experiencing at this time. And I'm trying to make a bargain. I'm going to, say, if you do this, I'm going to promise to, make it better for that part. Or, I'm going to go to the church, or I'm going to go to the and say that, God, please help me that, I fix this relationship. So this is a kind of, bargaining. And then if nothing happened, if that relationship is not going to be fixed, I do have depression. I feel exhausted. So I feel depressed. And then at the last stage, which is that tells me that I will accept every aspect of happening. But I have to tell you, that is not all the time by the sequences. All the time we are not going from the deal to anger to bargaining as all this stuff. No, for some
Blaming,
people start
that area, some people they blaming all the time themselves.
Yes, blame is a shame, blame, anger, irritability, all of the disconnection of the oxytocin, serotonin, all of the good hormones. So that's why, when you get anxious, nervous, depressed, we are to the, our client or patient to go for a walk, to play a music, to draw a beautiful scenario, scene. Something yourself happy instead of being sinking into the mind to feel unhappy.
So let's go with the last question. You mentioned about rejection. How rejection affected in our mind and body?
Very, very nice question. Very, very beautiful point. That's the majority of the time we are trying to prevent this state damage. The most important thing about the psychology and psychiatry is that we should work on the positive psychology, positive psychiatry. Means that before anything happening, before damage is happening, prevention is the best thing. Work on a positive way to stop any negative effect. So basically, trying that when we are in the separation mode, when we are in the rejection mode, is better to focus that negative coming to me, and I have to decrease the level of all these negative hormones. How? With different good stimuli, such as dancing, playing piano, listening to the music, draw a picture. Have a trip. Go for a vacation. I understand that we are in a COVID-19 status, but anyway, we have to find something to substitute putting hormones instead of hormones. And the best way is physical activity. Anything associated with your physical activity will help you.
So my question is, how rejection affected in our mind? Because when we trigger after rejection, any little rejection, we're going to be triggered. So is it something in our mind, in our subconscious? Maybe definitely it's coming from childhood, and maybe we feel our parents, my mom or my dad, she didn't love me, he didn't love me. How this one is related to that feeling? Unfortunately, we have a poor connection, internet connection with New York, and I hope she's coming back pretty soon and we can have her for last question. Otherwise, we are going to continue our program after a short break with music, and oh my gosh, lots of good music. I pick lots of good music for you. Stay tuned after a short break.
Hollywood news, Hollywood gossip, upcoming movies, Top 10 Music, Hot News from Hollywood. We have a special report from special events, red carpets, fashion, parties from the heart of Hollywood in Hello Hollywood.
To sponsor this show or for advertising inquiries, call 310-738-7309. Hello Hollywood production. 310-738-7309.
Do you have viruses or malware warnings? Have a problem with your computer and need help? 24 hours, 7 days. Computer Emergency Services. Convenience and savings at your fingertips. Download our free app and keep in touch.
At Hello Hollywood, we bring you the best in entertainment, fashion, movies, hit music, gossip, and live from the red carpet reporting. Hello Hollywood is your new choice.
Hello Hollywood.
Hollywood news, Hollywood gossip, upcoming movies, top 10 music, hot news from Hollywood. We have a special report from special events, red carpets, fashion, parties from the heart of Hollywood in Hello Hollywood.
To sponsor this show or for advertising inquiries, call 310-738-7309.
Hello Hollywood.
Hello Hollywood production. 310-738-7309.
A healthy mind requires balance, and balancing the wheel is your guide to finding more happiness, healthier lifestyle, and a successful practice in whatever you do. I'm Dr. Daniel Sadiq, author of Balancing the Wheel, and you can find it on Amazon under balancingthewheel.com/book or in the Audibles in audiobooks.com.
Hello, Hollywood.
I'm here with Wendy.
Hello everyone, it's Emmy season.
One of Hollywood's most famous bachelors is getting married again.
The moment we were all waiting for on Dancing with the Stars.
Oops, she's did it again. No, we're not talking about Britney Spears. Kim Kardashian.
Marriage boot camp.
A tragic end for a treasured comedian and actor.
Robin Williams has died at the age of 63.
And I will be bringing you all the hottest news in entertainment.
Hollywood Walk of Fame, make room for another star.
This is Tatiana McBride for Fashion in LA, and you're watching Hello Hollywood TV.
In this segment, I want to talk to you about the latest trends. I know you want to know, and we all want to know.
Here's LA's top fashion stories.
It's a human story, mystery, drama, all wrapped in one masterpiece.
Lawrence was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in American Hustle.
Whiplash is about a young man. Did Affleck kill her? Is she somehow involved?
Now let's take a look at some Oscar red carpet moments in Hollywood.
This is your host, Franny B, with hit music on Hello Hollywood TV.
It's such a good song. I mean, it's talking about how, you know...
Hello Hollywood.
Here on Hollywood Gossip on Hello Hollywood, we talk about today's gossip, which could be tomorrow's news.
This is Hello Hollywood TV.
I don't know who that is, but we are going to find out, and hopefully on a reality show.
So I know we all heard about Mr. Justin Bieber.
Hello Hollywood.
Stay tuned next time for more breaking entertainment news.
Hello Hollywood.
Okay, welcome back and thank you for watching us. So I believe she has a poor internet connection from New York. Dr. Mitra Khorramshadi, thank you so much for your time, and we're going to continue this topic next time with her. And thank you for being with us, and stay tuned. We are going with more music and lots of things. I believe you're waiting for international music too. Yeah, stay tuned, stay in touch, and tell to your friends, download our app and come to togethernessmedia.com or download our app for free and subscribe free, because after that you can watch all of our programs free forever.